Hello, and welcome to Ghost Host ASMR. I am your host, and I am a ghost. And I would like to invite you to join me here in this small, dark corner of the universe in which I reside. And I want you to know that for as long as you are here with me, I am here with you. And in this video tonight, I'm just going to be playing a little game called Cattails. And I thought if you wanted to play a game alongside me, that would be just swell. Or if you're tired and you're looking to fall asleep, then do not worry, because there is nothing important happening here except me playing a little game as a cat and whispering to you. But of course, you can fall asleep whenever you want, and you won't miss anything. But to help you fall asleep, or to help get you a little more relaxed, I thought I would use the help of this little Korok, whose name is Elmi, to just kind of focus on a few spots that I find often hold a lot of tension and are good to think about to release the tension so that we can exist a little more peacefully wherever we are. So if you would like, you can send your ghost to be inside little Elmi here so that you might get a little more assistance in your relaxation. Or you can just watch or listen and hopefully feel some of the comfort all the same. But so let's begin with some deep breaths, taking in all the air into your belly and letting your belly expand, and then breathing out slowly. And as you do, you can let any anxious thoughts or worries drop to the ground below you. And I'm going to start here actually. Elmi, I'm going to have you flip over for just a second so that we can spread out the muscles and the blood vessels in your neck. And we can encourage any tension that might be there to be released. And this is a good place to massage if you have a headache, or if you have a sore neck, to start in the middle and spread out those vessels, those veins, the tendons, the muscles, to appreciate all of the traffic that crosses through this small spot on our bodies, sending blood cells and chemicals to and from the brain. place where a lot of tension gets stored because of all the work that it does. So at this moment, we are encouraging that tension to release. Then I'm going to rest my hands on the shoulders, on your shoulders, on Elmi's shoulders, and show appreciation for all the weight that's carried here from the challenges that you face every day and the burdens that you carry from being alive. I send appreciation for the effort, the daily effort of carrying that weight, and I send encouragement to release that tension, to release any tension that might be in your shoulders right now, to let it drop and fall deep into the ground below you. And then back in the front here, cradling the face, just going to gently smooth the brow, the forehead, and to send appreciation for all of the thoughts, all of the work that goes on behind the brow, the work of our thoughts to try to figure out all the information that we receive every day, and all the decision making that we have to do in every moment. Often that causes frustration that furrows the brow. But just for now, we release that worry and that tension. And the same for the jaw and all the work that it does to keep us alive. It is a place where we can store a lot of tension too. As the saying goes, that you must often just grit and bear it. That's when we hold all that tension in our jaw to steel ourselves against the challenges of living. So we send appreciation for the effort to withstand those challenges and the adversity. But just for now, we will release that tension and do our best to feel relaxed in this moment. Just one more time here on the shoulders. Sending love and appreciation to ourselves for all the work that it takes to be alive, and sending encouragement to release that tension, any tension that might be stored there, that we might sit deeply and as comfortably some deep breaths to let yourself feel deeply where you are and relax deeply where you are. And now we'll get into this game, or I'll get into this game and you get into your game. But I'll go ahead and keep talking about this game in case you're just here to listen and maybe drift off. As, like I said before, none of this is important, and you are more than welcome to pass out at any time. But let me first make sure that the screen is going to be focused here. Whoops. And here we go. So this is Cattails, and I purchased it off the Switch store probably over a year ago. Oops. And I haven't played it a lot. I meant to make a video with it back when I first got it, but did not. And the recent popularity of the new game called Stray has led me to return to it. I would love to play Stray, but I do not have a PlayStation or any other system capable of something like that. But this game perhaps is a little similar. You play as a cat who gets found on the side of the road after some humans dropped it off, and gets taken into a colony to start a new life in the wilderness with a bunch of other cats. And I have already played a little bit, so you won't see the introduction, but you will see the colony in which I live. And this here is just my humble abode inside of a tree trunk where I go to sleep each night. And this is the marsh in which the colony which I belong to at this point lives. So we can go around and chat with some of the cats. This black cat is named Slip, and Slip says, "Greetings, kitten. Where are you off to?" Some cats talk about wandering around the world. Me, I like my life as it is. I don't need anything more than the wetland to keep me company. That's cool, Slip. I can appreciate having little desire to do much more than appreciate the place where you are. Some more cats have come out of their homes. Let's chat with this one. Mossy is its name, and you can see it's got some green tint on its fur, perhaps some moss. Mossy says, "Oh, hello. The clouds are interesting shapes today, aren't they? Oh, I don't mind if you want to stay around here. Just please watch for any of the growing plants and don't step on them. When the seedlings are little, they're fragile." Right you are, Mossy. It's good to watch out for the well-being of the plants. They are of utmost importance to us. Here's a blue cat whose name is Alyssa. "Hello, Ham. How are you? Did you need something? If not, I'm afraid I can't help you." I suppose it is a prerequisite fish for me. My rumbling stomach thanks you. The reward is lavender and 2 task tokens. Sure, let's give it a shot. I don't actually know how to catch fish, but I don't think there's much of a detriment to not completing the task. So, we'll see if we can figure it out. Guess we'll need to find some water first. This is some kind of swampy water, but I don't see any fish in there. Or maybe that's a fish. Oh, wow, did I actually get it? Awesome. I sure did. So this is the inventory. I've got some other dead animals carrying around with me right now. But I also got a bass, a huge fish with a large mouth. Its name is in red, which I believe means that it's worth quite a lot of money, or muse, as I think the currency is called. And there is a shopkeeper in town. Her name is Savannah. So you can crawl about in the game. You can actually swim too, but not very well. It really slows you down, and if you're in the water too long, it will start to take away your health. I missed it. Let's try this one. So you can crouch, and then it gives you that little timer with these things. Alright, we got another one. Another bass. Awesome. And if you're able to sneak up after the timer hits, you can pounce. And if you're close enough to the prey, oops, if you get too close though, there's a good chance they'll notice you and run away. Nope, missed that one. That looks like a little rabbit. It was a toad, actually. The graphics are really simple, but I love that. Just enough to give you a sense of what's going on, but not so much detail as to distract you or make you think that you're anywhere but a 16-bit world. This seems to be the edge of the playable area. This looks like some kind of rocky outcropping that I don't have a way of getting up. Let's see if we can catch another fish. It's already 4 p.m. in the game time. Time moves pretty quickly, and I only have until midnight to complete this daily task. Alright, we got a salmon. So, let's see, 1 salmon, 2 bass. That sounds like 3 fish to me. Time to head back to the colony and collect the reward. Viewing the map, we can see we're right here, and these 3 splotches of color denote the 3 different colonies. The red splotch is the Mystic Colony, of which I belong. To the north we have the Mountain Colony, and to the west, the Forest Colony in Fairywood. This is called River Loop. Oh, I guess each square has a different name. It's not a huge map, but it's enough for one cat to feel like there's plenty to explore. Back to our hometown. I'm not sure who it was that was requesting this task, so I guess I'll need to check that out again. Here's Savannah. the shopkeeping cat. Let's see if there's anything to buy. Oh, that's right. I'm saving up for this inventory expansion, which costs 250 mews. A lot more than I have right now. The task is ready to turn in. Exchanging the 3 fish for 2 task tokens and some lavender. I already had some lavender, so that's not super exciting. A snake lily. Interesting. I didn't know I had that. I don't know where the task tokens went, but I guess they're being recorded somewhere. I'm noticing now that my hunger bar is quite low, so we're going to eat this frog to fill up the belly a little bit. And I guess we'll just head west. Collect some more things that we could maybe sell to Savannah. Another thing to do is to try to maintain our territory. You can see this exclamation point here indicates that a battle is occurring, which is happening like this. So we can go scratch these cats and try to reclaim. The battle is won. Awesome. That was good. To mark our territory or increase the scent that marks our territory, we can use this lavender pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and use some more of those. Whoops. Let's see. Hit this and use, and this and use, and this and use, and now this area has been reclaimed fully for the Mystic Colony. Wow, look at this giant tree. Here's a cat. The little red badge means that they're part of my colony. This cat's name is Shelly. Oh, it's just you, Ham. I thought you were someone else. Okay, I don't know who you would have thought I was. I'm the only orange cat in the colony, as far as I know. This giant weeping willow is really impressive. Wow, and look at this. I found a power paw. Wow. I don't even know what triggered that. Maybe just by walking around the tree, it showed up. I'd received 1 power paw before for something else, and it increases the amount of HP that I have, so it's quite a useful thing to find. Look at this strikingly blue cat, whose name is Juniper. Juniper says I could just lay here and take a nap right now. As could I, Juniper. I think so many people love to imagine being a cat because they really do just sleep wherever they want, whenever they want, and they make it look so comfortable. It is getting quite late in the game. It's now 11 p.m., so it's probably time to see any fish. Missed that frog too. Uh-oh, we've come upon a battle. I must help out my fellow clan members. Yikes, that sounded really bad. I meant colony members. Even colony is not a great word. I'm just gonna call it my cat friends. It's too bad that the different groups of cats don't get along. I guess that's why they're different groups. Not that there aren't a lot of examples of animals fighting over their territory. This is a quarry, as it's called. You can explore the quarry to try and find more mews, I guess, or different things to sell. I would check it out right now, but I want to finish collecting these fish first to get another task token. Whatever it is that does. Miss the little fish. Picked up some plants. And by fish I meant mouse. Still looking for some fish. There's a lot of water around here, so there's gotta be some fish somewhere. There's a bird. The birds can be a little difficult to catch. It's already 1:30. Oh, here we are back at the sacred temple. This is the magical place that lies at the center of the map and is a place where all the different groups of cats will come to do what? I'm not sure exactly. This says to squirrel. Let's see if I have a squirrel to offer. Did that work? I don't know. Oh, I just ate it instead. That's not what I meant to do. Can I drop it? No. Well, I've just gone through my whole inventory of little animal catches. Something about this rock is... Or, let's talk to Coco. Coco has the explanation. Coco's the black and white cat who found me at the beginning of the game, and now sits here in the temple. I think it's sort of the spiritual guide in the game. And I believe Coco doesn't belong to any of the groups, and sort of remains as this neutral character. Coco says, those strange markings on the arcane pillar seem like types of prey. Maybe you could try catching them and laying them down at the pillar's base. Yes, that is exactly what I was trying to do. So you see there are 4 different types, and only one of them has numbers, and it's 2 squirrel. So I think that means that I've already laid down 2 squirrels there. And just now as I was attempting to lay down what other prey I had caught, I instead ate them. At least they did not go to waste, and I am full up. But it is now 2:45, and I have not caught any fish yet. Maybe I can catch this mouse. next day, I can focus on satisfying the rest of the arcane tower's critter needs. It seemed there were so many fish the other day, but now they have all gone away. What to do when there are no fish around? Oh, I think that's where I got that other special paw. There's a fish. Can I catch it? There we go. Alright, I got a trout. One down, one to go. Back on track. We're gonna make this other cat very happy by catching it some fish so that it can eat without getting its paws wet. Uh-oh, another fight. Here we go, here we go. Uh-oh, this one's not going well. I'm getting out of there. Wow. I've never actually died in this game, so I don't know what happens when your health goes to 0. Did I get it? I don't think so. But to make sure that doesn't happen, I'm going to use a few of these herbs. Marigold. Marigold increases your health, as does golden seal. So that'll help bring my health up again. That's too bad about that fight, though. There's a mouse. I'm gonna missed it. I think your pounce ability is one of the things that you can increase with the investment of experience points. It looks like you get experience points for just about everything. Completing tasks, catching fish and other little animals, picking up flowers, even sleeping gives you a little bit of experience. And at some point, that experience is used to level you up. It's now 9:20 in the game time, and I have not found another fish, which is too bad. Oh, let's get this crow, though. That would be a nice catch. Oh no, it's gone. It's now 10 o'clock. And we are running out of time. 10:30. The time in this game passes so quickly. But maybe that's how it is for a cat. Their days are usually filled with so much sleep that it passes from morning to evening in a few blinks of their eyes. Well, it's now 11:30, and I think I have failed to find the fish, but I don't think he's going to starve. Whoever it was that was hoping to get the fish, they were just being lazy. Let's see if I've got anything here now. I don't remember if I caught something. Oh, right, a trout. Well, nope. It looks like it needs a rabbit and a mouse I've already given the monument those, and so the highlighted squirrel is what it still requests. I guess we'll just see what I'm able to catch first. But it's important not to stray too far from the colony, and it looks like there are battles raging very near. These other cats are trying to squeeze us out. I was reading a book called The Three-Body Problem. It's a sci-fi book, actually a trilogy, written by a Chinese author who I think won the Hugo Award or something for this trilogy. But the story is about humanity in the near future, and it sort of explores the idea of what it would be like to discover that we are not alone in the universe. But something that it explores with that is kind of I'm not sure exactly what the word is, I forget at the moment, but kind of the sociology or the factors that would go into I killed a damselfly. You can't eat the dragonflies, but you can sell them and make a few coins, a few mews off of it. Ah, look at that. Got a crow. I will need to eat here soon, now that it's 5 in the morning, and I failed to make it back to my colony in time to sleep, so I guess we'll just go forward without any sleep in this new day. But so, what I was trying to get at, or what I found intriguing about this book, was that it sort of makes the statement that whenever there are two civilizations living within proximity of one another, that there will always be this antagonism between them, as the purpose of any civilization is to propagate itself, or at least to ensure its survival. And part of ensuring the survival of a community is ensuring that you have the resources that that community needs. And part of ensuring resources is having the land, or the catnip. Interesting. I don't know where I found that catnip, but I know it sells for a lot of mews. Oh, this is great. I'm gonna have enough to increase my storage. any kind. And in exchange, 2 task tokens and a mouse. I'm gonna leave that there. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get 12 plants in only a few hours. So instead, I think I'll check out that quarry. Or maybe try and hunt down a few mice or squirrels to feed that monument. And back again to the sci-fi book. It was making, or it was talking about exploring the ideas of what it means to have competition between 2 different societies or civilizations that each may have come up on their own and then at some point come into contact with each other, and how the conflict between them is an inevitability of what they are. Well, I don't really like to work with inevitabilities. I believe that anything is possible, and maybe too that everything exists in some place in space and time. But one of the possible occurrences is that civilizations meet each other and decide that in order to ensure the success of their own community, they have to figure something out with the other communities that they find. Look at that mouse just going right into the water. Where are you going, mouse? No. Okay. Guess we'll just keep eating berries or something. That's the fish. We'll eat that fish. Oh man. I never get close enough before pouncing. Wow, I'm really not very good at catching little rodents. Maybe this frog. Nope. He got away. In the book, of course, it wasn't about, well, maybe at times it was about human civilizations, but oh no, it was a rabbit. It was running away. But it was taking this idea to anticipate how humanity would react to discovering an alien civilization, or perhaps how an alien civilization would react to discovering that humans exist. And of course, in this book, it was never exactly a good situation. Come on. Who's this? Joy. Hard times call for desperate action, says Joy. Well, Joy, I wish you'd be a little more quiet around here so I can catch this rabbit. Alright, here we go. Gonna slowly approach the rabbit, who's now going for a little swim. Now I'm hiding in this grass here. Maybe it won't see me. It's getting closer. No. Shoot. Off it goes. Can I catch it? No, I cannot. How'd you get all the way over here, Joy? Rumor has it that we're gaining lots of territory lately. Wonder why that is. Well, Luna, that is wrong, I think. As you can see, we only occupy these 9, 10, 11 squares, whereas the Mountain Clan, or the Mountain Community, has got 15 squares, and the Forest Community, 13. But I'm not really worried about how much space or territory our colony has. I'm more interested in seeing what these arcane totems or arcane pillars are going to do once I drop off all these dead rabbits. Sorry to the rabbits, though. Alright, I guess now that I have at least this mouse body, I can see if it is the case that the pillar wants the mouse body, or if it has already been satisfied. I will go into my inventory, organize it, and that puts the mouse up front. Put the mouse in my mouth, and then press A to drop it. Okay. And when this passes over, does it pick it up? No. So I guess, can I pick it up again? Yep. I'm gonna guess that I've already satisfied all but the last 2 squirrels. So my goal now will be to find those squirrels, and I guess I'll eat this crow. But to get back to the aliens and the documentary that I watched that gave a different opinion about what it would mean. Well, actually, this documentary was saying that we have already. Oh, it's a battle. It's a battle. And we are not winning it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Time to get out of here. Oh my gosh. Those poor cats. They're all gone. All of the mystic cats. My friends. My comrades. No, I didn't really know any of them. And all the ones that are in the village, I think, remain in the village. It also appears that I've stayed up through another night. So I think I'll go back to my little tree trunk and rest up, try and heal some of these wounds I've just suffered from all those cat fights. Back again to this little marshy neighborhood. In this documentary, if I can ever get back to it, it said that maybe the case is such that we have already met the aliens, or the aliens have already met us, and keep themselves hidden until we are ready to see them. And it actually painted a much more interesting picture to me, in that it predicted that there is unity in the far reaches of space and amongst all the civilizations that we have yet to encounter, and that the reason they keep their distance because we have not yet learned how to join with others in a way that is cooperative and conducive to harmony and growth and elevation. We're lost in our violent nightmares, but I do believe that we are on the journey to discovering much more about who we are and what we're capable of. And I hope that as we do figure it out, we will discover amazing, magical communities of aliens all throughout the universe. Or maybe we can just start here and learn to get along, learn to grow with all the other creatures that live here, like these cats. But I'm going to leave this here for now and wish you pleasant travels. If you are asleep, then I wish you pleasant travels in dreamland, and if you are awake, well, I wish you pleasant travels in waking life. I want to thank you very much for being here with me, and I hope that you were able to feel some comfort while here. There is a lot more to discover, always. And I wish you luck and love as you go on your way down that path of discovery. Thank you again so much.